So Mountain of Roses, today I'm going to demonstrate a if, else if, and else statement. So as you can see here, so this is our main function, and this one right here, so this is our preprocessor directive. So once we have all of these, our preprocessor directive and our main function, so it means we can go proceed to our coding. So I'm going to use a boolean data type. So boolean has a true or false value, only two value, it's either true or false. So let's say for bool, and my variable is a hascoke is equals to true. So now let's give a condition. So if in parentheses, inside that parentheses is your variable hascoke, then curly brackets. So cout double quotation mark, and let's type here you bought a coke. So if we run this code, it will input a you bought a coke because our hascoke variable is a true value. So let's try this. So as you can see here, it will input a you bought a coke. So let's try we'll do a false value of our variable. So let's proceed here, false. So now let's try to run this. If you run this, it will not input anything. So it's because our variable is a false, so it will not execute anything. So as you can see here, it will not input anything. So we'll give a second condition. So for example, your father told you to buy a coke, and you go to the store, and that store don't have a coke, so you have a second choice. So instead of coke, you bought a royal. So let's try. Else if, oh my bad, I forgot. So let's make another one here. Has royal. So the value of this is true. Else if, and in parentheses, and inside that parentheses is your variable. So has royal, curly brackets. So cout double quotation mark again. So you bought a royal. So now if we run this code, it will execute a you bought a royal. It's because our has royal variable has a true value. So let's try to execute this code. So as you can see here, it will input a you bought a coke. My bad, you bought a royal instead. So what if the store don't have a royal, so you find something else. So instead of you royal, so you bought a Sprite again. So let's make another boolean here. So has Sprite, then true. So this value is becoming false because that store don't have a royal. So else if parenthesis, inside that parenthesis is your variable. So has Sprite, curly brackets, so see out, double quotation mark again. So you bought a Sprite. So if we execute this code, it will input a you bought a Sprite. It because our sprite has a true value. So if our sprite has a true value, this one right here, this will input. If we run this, and these two right here, it will not input. It's because this is have a false value. So let's try to run this. Oh, true errors. So I'm really sorry for the error. I forgot. So as you can see here, it will input a you bought a sprite. So what if you don't have a at that store you don't have a sprite? So we're going to make another condition. So let's make so else. So see out again, double quotation mark, and you go home. So if we execute this code, it will input a you go home. It's because our Coke Royal Sprite have a false value. So we choose to go home because that store don't have a Coke Royal or Sprite. So running. So as you can see here, you go home. So that's it. Thank you for watching. I hope you understand my explanation, and have a nice day.